welcome to another edition of Clincheck Theater Thursday. Today we present with an upper lower anterior crowding case. We probably have about mild crowding on the upper. That's going to use some expansion and rotation to solve, to align the teeth. And on the bottom we have, I would say, moderate crowding, and we're going to use a combination of proclination and expansion to solve. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a non-molar expansion guy, because molars that you push to the buccal, instead of translating, they will tip, and that tip will lead to a posterior open bite, which will be problematic. This is not a philosophy. This is pure biomechanics. Anybody who says that you could take a molar straight up and down and push it out to the buccal without it tipping and winding up with a posterior open bite is misleading you. However, there is an exception to my rule of don't move the molar, and that is when the molars start off tipped to the lingual. In this case over here, the molars very clearly start tipped to the lingual. Now, in GLR 3.0, I built the software that can detect when the molars are tipped in, and if they're tipped in, then they get expansion out to the buccal. So in cases where the molars are tipped in like here, the system correctly expands them out nice and simply, and that obviously negates the need to have any IPR in this case, even though there's moderate to severe crowding. So for today's purpose, understand that an update in GLR 3.0 is that if the molars are deemed tipped to the lingual, the system will expand them. Now, taking a tip to and expanding it out means that it just tips to the buccal and you wind up with a perfect occlusion. So the rule of thumb, when the molars are straight up and down, don't expand them. If they're tipped to the lingual, do yes expand them. And of course, for those of you fortunate to be using GLR 3.0, this is built in for you. Thanks very much. This has been Dr. David Galler and a Clincheck Theater Thursday.